what goes on outside. Love at this moment is you and I. Come a little closer. Come in, baby, come on in. Open up your mind to what is real. To what is real. You don't have to ask the question. You don't have to ask it, babe. Let me show you how it feels. I do. Face to face. Face to face. You and me, babe. Face to face. Face to face. Wondering what keeps me hanging on. Half the things I thought I knew have come and gone. I suffer from the need to know the truth. What I wanna hear, baby, has to come from you. Moving a little closer. Come on in, baby, come on in. Let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do it right. There's no need for you to question. You're gonna know to next the you and me, babe. You and me, babe. Face to face. Cause I don't want, said I don't want it, baby, from nobody else. Face to face. Talk about you and me, babe. Face to face. I do, I. Face to face. Face to face. Cause I don't want, he said, she said in my life. I do, I. Face to face. I do, I. Face to face.
Gary Smooth Taylor, how you doing?
I'm fine, and
How's your
you?
makeup? I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, I have to talk into this.
Yes, you have to talk into it, just like when
Oh.
you're singing to that.
Oh,
Listen, you have endured a lot of frustrations in getting your props in the biz. How'd you overcome it?
I don't know that it's frustration as much as it is bewilderment. You know, I'm somewhat bewildered that I do what I do. I'm still amazed that I do what I do because it's like I make a living writing songs. I don't work in a restaurant, or I don't have a second job or a day gig or whatever. And I don't know that I would ever call them frustrations. I think everything I do as a writer, I love it. I love it. And that, you know, hopefully it'll catch on if it
Well,
catches.
this is what I meant, that I know you're a singer, a songwriter, producing, a musician, but at the same time,
Artist last.
Right,
This is brand new.
this is what I'm saying. It's
This is
taking you
brand
so
new.
much time to get to this point, to be an artist or to be out front. You've written for Anita and Vesta and everybody, the Whispers, and now it's finally your turn.
And it's only because actually there's one of the lead vocalists in the Whisper, Scotty. He's constantly telling me that I'm the cat. You know, you're the cat. You can sing your own stuff. You should go do it. So I'm like, I'm doing it. But as an artist, I'm just now finding comfort in my singing live. Now, as a studio rat, I can sing all day. In the studio, I am the king. so a hard-hit king, but king nonetheless. Doing it live is different because you can't back the tape up and you can't go, hey, you know, let's overdub that or whatever. So it's a whole new feeling, but I'm starting to find comfort in it. I'm starting to find that if you sing in front of people that love what you do and they respond to you as a a crowd who's genuine to what your heart feels, it's very addicting. That's what it is.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
This is your second album now?
This is actually my third album.
Your third album?
My third album. And actually, if I go back to the early 80s, I had an album then, but I don't,
Really
it was
count
an
that one
angry
anymore.
album, so I don't count it. I grew up from the second album, which was an album called Compassion, and then the third, which was an album called Take Control, to this one. And this album is actually starting to let me settle into who I am as an artist.
Now, you've been pretty big over in the UK for years now.
And I don't understand it. I mean, I call some friends over there who, they do interviews. They do articles for papers, magazines, or whatever. And these guys just decided one day they were going to put a record out on me. And they put the record out, and just like this record,
It was
which
an
was
underground
out,
kind of
it was
thing?
like a cult following from the early 80s, from the 80s album. So they put the record out, and it went to #1. I mean, it's kind of like the last thing you expect, but it did go to #1, and I have like a tremendous audience over there. Now I'm trying to do it at home, because
Yeah,
it's nice to
do it
have
at
it over
home,
there,
too.
but home is the place. When you can do it at home, it's like, it makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, it really makes you feel good.
Yeah.
When you perform live, do you do any of the songs that you've written for other people? Like Good Love from
Well, I
Lady
do
Day?
Good Love. I do, I bounce between Just Gets Better with Time and My Heart, Your Heart. I haven't tried to tackle I'm Coming Back yet, because Layla did such a job. Layla Hathaway did such a job on that song. It was, for me to do it, it's almost like not there. And then I also have to look at who was doing the song and whether or not I wrote lyrically thinking female or male at that time. This album is like an album that's male to female, so I feel comfortable doing all of the songs. I don't know about I'm Coming Back. If you listen to the storyline, it's a little different than, you know, sort of like the macho thing a man should be doing. Though I do try to approach it from a sensitive standpoint.
You are very sensitive in your writing. Your entire album is just very woman-oriented.
Well,
Everything we want to hear.
And everyone asks me if that's what it's about, and I would have to say to all the beautiful sisters out there, this one is for you.
Just for us.
It's for you. I mean, it's like, who else? Who else?
You're going to do something else for us right now.
Yeah, I'd like to do another cutoff, and it might be the next single, I'm not sure, but we get buzzes from various songs off of this album, so this is one that I did at home and watched a crowd of about 2,000 or 3,000 partying to it, so I feel like it may very well be the next single.
And what's it called?
Irresistible Love.
Irresistible. Enjoy it on Video LP.